Hi mateys! Welcome to a Conan Exiles video. In this video, I'm going to be building a pirate ship on the Isle of Siptah. In this location here, me and Sappho are actually going to build a full pirate city. It's going to be absolutely glorious. Subscribe to the channel so you won't miss out on that when we release this. I'm trying to hit 200,000 subscribers in the year 2020. And if you're not subscribed to the channel at the end of the video, I will make you walk the plank. Anyways, I'm building this with flotsam, the new glorious building material that came from the Isle of Siptah expansion. I absolutely love it. It's perfect for shipbuilding. I'll get more to that later. I'm also using the standard tier 2 roof pieces under the ship to get the angle. Other than that, mostly it will be flotsam, but there will be a tiny bit of storm glass. There will be a tiny bit of insulated wood ceilings. There will be some insulated wood pillars. And a bunch of furniture, because I very fabulously furnished this ship. If you want to build this yourself, you can see that the dimensions in the middle are 4 × 9 on the level that I'm building on right now. Level is basically 1/2 block above the water, so that the roof pieces that you will be using are going to be halfway in the water. And on the back part of the ship, I use triangles until the back end is 2 blocks wide. But on the front, I go all the way until it's completely pointy. On this level, I'll have a row of 5 windows. Most of the other parts of the boat will be significantly taller than this. Anyways, here are a couple of reasons why flotsam is perfect for shipbuilding. One is that the left and right sloped wall have not just a straight angle to it, but it's pointing a little bit upwards, which makes for kind of like a roundish feel to the ship instead of just straight angle, which is very, very nice for boats. Another one is that comparatively to insulated wood, for example, I've been saying before that it looks too refined and it looks too squarey. But if you have a lot of flotsam walls next to each other, they don't give you like a weird impression of squares. They look like they fit with each other, and it's really nice. I'd like to give a little bit of credit in this video to the artists making this fabulous music. So that would be Marc Jungermann and Nakarada. You should definitely check those guys out. The link to their channels will be in the description. Also, there's some Nintendo music at the end of the video, but I don't really need your views as much. Pirate ships are a lot of fun to build. Their shapes are very often, it's very tall on the back and kind of tall on the front, and in the middle it's kind of lower. And trying to make shapes that makes it feel like a pirate ship, it's never gonna be perfect in a game like this because of just the way that the game design is with all of the squares and stuff. But trying and getting something really good, which I think that I succeeded at here, is very, very satisfying. There's a very interesting building technique here, which I'm doing by I'm placing a pillar on the side of a stair in order to place it like a tiny bit further in one direction, so it's like 1/2 block further in one direction, and that way I'll be able to place it on the middle of the ship, because I had the width of the ship be 4 blocks, and that made it so that I can't place anything in the middle. And I wanted my sails to be in the middle, obviously. Duh. So what you do is you place the pillars on the side of those stairs, and then you'll be able to snap it on the edge. Then you drag that all the way down to the ground, place a ceiling and carry sort of it over to the middle of the ship, and then you just build upwards from there. And you can build through your whole thing there. So then you just build your sail on that thing and it will be glorious. And that's another reason why I really love flotsam, and that is the roof pieces in flotsam. Here I'm using them as sails. They're amazing at sails. They're basically sails already, you know? And they are kind of roundish. They have a nice round shape to them, as opposed to the other roof pieces that are just 45-degree angles, and that wouldn't work very well for sails, right? Also, the fences on Flotsam is also really nice, and they have some thread to them. And that's really cool for the sails, because, you know, sails have a bunch of ropes here and there, and it's really nice. Feels very shippy, you know? You may notice that I have quite a bit of different materials for the ceilings, and that will be the stable ceiling that I'm using on the inside, and the Flotsam ceilings. I don't want to use only Flotsam ceilings, because they look a little weird when you have too many of them, because they're so... They have a lot of detail to them, and they have like those holes in them, and that's very cool in the middle of a ship in the way that I did it here, but you don't want to have it all over the place. That kind of looks strange. As for insulated wood, which I also used, it's really cool, but when you use too much of it, it starts looking a little bit boring. So that mixed with Flotsam looks really, really cool. And I wanted to have some stable ceilings and some insulated wood, because stables and insulated wood, they're very similar to each other, but they're not exactly the same, which makes it kind of an interesting, tiny contrast. One of these sails I decided I wanted to have really big, which is why I changed it a little bit. That gives a feeling of quite a lot of different shapes of the sail, and that looks cool, I think. I spent quite a bit of time kind of like redoing the sails and that kind of stuff, and I think it ended up really cool. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the pirate city that me and Sephro are planning. We have built a lot of it already. That's not going to be part of this video, but it will be linked in the description once it's done. And I'm super excited to share it with you guys. You can see the lighthouse that will be part of it, and the path up to it in this video. There's a lot of this stuff here that's around the ship right now. That was just us just trying things out and seeing how we wanted to do things. But basically what we'll do is that we'll have a lighthouse in the middle, we'll have a dock, we'll have more ships, we'll have a bunch of tiny houses, and it will look super alive. It will be a pirate city for those of us that are into that. A little hideout. There will be trade districts, prisons for those of you that don't subscribe, taverns, and more glorious things that would fit in a pirate city. And that concludes the building part of this video. I'm now gonna show you the showcase. If you have watched this far without skipping, I really appreciate it. I think you are absolutely awesome. If you did skip towards the end, however, you're still really awesome, but you will not know the satisfaction of knowing this. Anyways, let me show you this ship. As you can see, I spent quite some time decorating the ship with barrels everywhere, some chairs to sit around and chill. You can climb up the stairs there all the way to the top, and there's a little sail here that's made with ketone walls. I was really happy with how it turned out. It feels really cozy to me. Like it would be nice to go on a journey here. From here you'll be able to control the ship. I even added a little bit of a steering wheel right here. But that's all on the outside. Let's go on the inside and see what it's like inside of here. Here's one little room where you can chill and play cards and all of that. I have the captain's chamber right here decorated with red curtains. This is why I wanted to use the storm glass. It's really nice for like a captain's quarters. There's a little hatch door here that you can go up and down. There's the room for the crew and a little you know, back room here that they can, you know, sit and chill and play cards and whatever, eat. And this is where I'll throw everyone that doesn't subscribe before, you know, later making you walk the plank. This is our little tavern that we got in here. Got some wine, got some chests. Pretty fabulous to look out of the windows there, I would say. So, thank you very much for watching. This is the pirate ship. And I think that I'll make another ship that I'll also have connected to this city here. Just that it will be way, way, way bigger. It will be glorious. It will be epic. It will make you feel like you didn't just subscribe because I threatened you, but because you wanted to. And that's what really matters. And there are a couple of more shots from above the thing, around the thing, below the thing, inside the thing. Let me know what you think about it, and have a great day. This build was made on a G-Portal server, by the way. If you want to rent the Conan Exiles G-Portal server, a link to get 5% off will be in the description of this video.